Hello there, I'm Lauren with Lauren Elizabeth Fine Art, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you a little bit of my art sanctuary. So my art rooms, I have two, are actually located upstairs. And so as I'm walking upstairs, I have one of my oldest paintings. Before I decided to do animal portraits, I was experimenting with wood signs and art on wood. So I painted this acrylic and chalk paint painting on a wood door. So you can either turn left, which is what I call the treehouse, or you turn right, which is what I call my art room. And here is where I do a lot of my painting, a lot of my time in prayer and painting and just really exploring art. I think people all the time assume that artists are so untidy and that's how they thrive. Not me. I do not thrive in areas that are cluttered and messy and disorganized. I recycle things that I have around the house and I use it to help me stay organized, and it just really helps me to think more clearly. It declutters my brain, it helps me to be productive, and I just love it that way. On that wall there's a little ledge on the bottom, and I use this to place paintings that need to be shipped or just touched up. I'm currently working on this gorilla painting that reminds me of my husband. I labeled all my drawers with specific labels just so that I can move fast and get things done efficiently. And of course, I had to add art to my labels. What sits in the middle of the room is a very paintful coffee table that I use to paint on very often, sometimes film tutorials from, and just read my books that I'm reading. This is our cat Adam named Meow. Behind it sits the comfiest couch in the world, I really mean that, as well as Anna Grace's things like her little vehicle, I call it, and her bassinet when she falls asleep. And there she is, Anna Grace. Moving up the room is my favorite window that brings in so much sunshine, and that is often where I will paint my commissions. I will also film from this table. It just depends on the day and the lighting and how Anna Grace is doing. I truly believe surrounding yourself with things that are bright and colorful that inspires you will help you thrive. And I do that with some of the silliest things, cupcakes and stickers and Athleta magazines and some of my past art. Alongside my chair, I have my laptop, any books that I'm reading, as well as my journals. Right next to my desk is a middle rack that I have lots of brushes on. I store wet paint in a container, acrylic paint, just bips and bobs, as they say. I recently updated my vision board with 2020 goals, and that is something I look at every single day for inspiration. Right next to the door are two shelves that I often change with old art, new art, just things that inspire me and make me happy, including some of my very old floral paintings on wood and some family photos and plants. All right, so you've seen my art room. Now we're going to move into right across the hall, which is what I call the tree house. And this is one of our labradoodles, Zeus. If you're wondering, we have 2 labradoodles and 2 cats, and they are usually always with me. And so here we are in the treehouse. It's so bright, there's so many windows, and it's very tiny, so it kind of feels like we're outside. And this is a painting I recently finished called Your Temple, and if you're interested, that is linked below. And some of my art from past paintings and masterclass tutorials that I've made are sitting behind on this blue and white shelf that I painted, as well as some succulents and cactuses and just plants that make me happy. Our pesky little kitty, Mr. Rizzo, is always knocking these plants down. Even the cactuses he'll bat around. So I have to close the door. And then, of course, last but not least, the lovely addition to my treehouse was this drafting table easel, an early Christmas present from my husband, Adam. He literally just assembled it 3 days ago, and I have already been filming my masterclass tutorials on it. So definitely something that I recommend for you artists out there, you very serious artists out there. This is a must-have, and it's just wonderful because I get so much natural light spilling into my room. What sits behind me in the tiny little nook is a little cat tree for Meow and Rizzo, as well as a little drying rack for my tiny paintings. Well, there you have it, guys. You have just seen my art room and the treehouse, and I hope that somehow that gives you some inspiration for your own sacred space. I'll let you in on a little secret. One of my goals, my 5-year goals on my vision board, is to have my own storefront and off-site studio, and that is something that I can do when Anna Grace is a little bit older, but not quite yet. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I'm going to close with a close-up view of my newest painting, Your Temple. And I hope you have a wonderful day. See you in the next animal painting tutorial. Bye!